A point P lies on the axis of the fixed ring of mass m and radius a at a distance a from its center. A small particle starts from P and reaches center C under gravitational attraction only. Its speed at C will be equal to, if I take a ring of mass m, okay, if I take a ring of mass m, there is a point P on the axis of the ring, okay, there is a point P on the axis of the ring, okay. And C is the center of the ring. So a particle first starts from P and goes to C, okay. This distance is equal to a being the radius of the ring. This distance is also equal to a. Let me take a small mass dm over here. Let me take a small mass dm over here, and let us first find out the potential at point P. Okay, let us find out the potential at the point P due to this small m dm. Okay, so the small potential over here will be equal to G, okay, dm divided by r being the distance between, let this point be a, this r being the distance between a and P. Now this is a, so basically r will be equal to root 2a, that is by applying the Pythagoras theorem. So basically the small potential at point P, this is the potential at point P, okay, I will derive that part later. It will be equal to G dm divided by root 2a. So if I consider any point on the ring, its distance will remain r, okay, at point P its distance will remain r. So the total potential will be equal to, basically it will be integration of dv, which is equal to G m divided by root 2a, okay. This is the potential at point P, okay. Let us find out the potential at point C. The distance at point C is equal to a, so the total potential at point C will be equal to G m divided by a, okay. Now when a particle is taken from point P to point C, we have to find out its velocity. So basically the total energy at point A will be equal to, or point P will be equal to total energy at point C, okay. Total energy at point P will be equal to total energy at point C. So total energy at point A will be equal to the kinetic energy at point, so total energy at point P will be equal to kinetic energy at point P plus the potential energy at point P. Total energy at C will be equal to kinetic energy at point C plus the potential energy at point C, okay. So basically when the body is just released, the velocity at point P will be equal to 0. So the kinetic energy will be equal to 0 and the potential energy will be equal to, over here, minus Gm divided by root 2 a into the mass, let the mass of the particle be m, okay, let the mass of the particle be equal to m. The kinetic energy of the particle at point C, let it be an unknown value, which is equal to mvc square, plus the potential energy over here is equal to minus Gm divided by a, okay. So over here the minus Gmm divided by a, okay. So over here m and m will get cancelled out, okay. When this shifts on the left hand side, it will be equal to Gm divided by a 1 minus 1 by root 2 is equal to Vc square, okay. So basically Vc square will be equal to Gm divided by a into root 2 minus 1 divided by, or Vc square divided by 2, okay, it was Vc square divided by 2, okay. So Vc square divided by 2 is equal to Gm divided by a into root 2 minus 1. So basically this will be equal to, when I simplify this part, Vc square will be equal to root 2 Gm divided by a into root 2 minus 1, okay. So Vc will be equal to root of this part, it will be equal to root of root 2 Gm divided into root 2 minus 1 divided by a. This will be the velocity of the particle when it is launched from P and reaches point C.